I'm the narrator, the one who tells the story of the human world in all its trivial details. But in certain places, there are things that have been deliberately forgotten, not because they never existed, but because no one wants them to be remembered.
I'm Leo. 10 years ago, in that house, everyone said it was an accident. But I know the truth. I was the one who asked Leon to go. I just wanted to prove I wasn't a coward. I wanted to see what was inside. I thought I had everything under control. I was wrong. I never saw a real danger. I led Leon straight into the nightmare.
Hi, I'm Riley. I was an outsider. I didn't know anything about Virgil or his story. I was ignorant, and that ignorance got Emerald killed. I can never forget the way she looked at me. There was pain, there was pain, but more than anything, there was hatred.
I'm Leo. Leo was my best friend. I saw what was inside Pandora when I tried to stop him. I was still conscious, but my body wouldn't listen to me. To be honest, I hate him for a long time, but now I just want everything to be at peace.
Hi, I'm Howard, Alfie's father. I had heard about Pandora long before any of this happened. I asked around, trying to understand it. But it wasn't until I was 20 that it became real. When it happened to my friend, Leo. And now, it's happening again to my son and his friends. All I can do is to comfort them and tell them the truth behind the curse.
I know, man. I've lived in this region for over 50 years. I've heard countless stories about people dying after touching the taboo. But twice, I saw it happen with my own eyes. And both times, I did not. I'm sorry.
I'm Agnes, Winifred's mother. I long for a world beyond desires, a place of ultimate release. I knew it would destroy my daughter, but I couldn't stop myself. The bliss I was raised with demanded. I'm so sorry, Winifred.
I'm Gladys, Jade and Emerald's mother. I've always believed in tradition, in rules, in caution. I thought that would protect us. I was wrong. All it took was one moment, and I lost Emerald. That day, I broke, and I took Jade, and we left the village behind.
I'm with you. Agnes is my mother. I used to feed her careless love, something meant to help me grow, but her sweetness was hiding a blade. I'm Jade. Back then, I just followed housewife's dream. That's all. No one taught me something. Once open, can never be closed again. I was the first one who touched me. I never saw my sister would die trying to protect me. I regret this more than anything.
I'm Lila. I used to live a normal life until the day I went to that house with my friend. That decision changed everything. Sometimes I wonder, if I had said no, would any of this have happened?
I'm Harriet. I always been the most timid one. Next day, when everyone talked about going to the house, I was scared. But I didn't say anything. I didn't want to ruin the mood. If I had been a little braver, would things be different?
I'm Emerald. My mom is Gladys. Jade is my little sister. And that day, we went into a stranger house together. At first, it felt exciting, fun. But the deeper we went, the more lonely it felt. Until I was in a real stranger. And the one who led me there was the person I trusted the most.
I'm Maud, Leon's mother. I shouldn't have left him in the room that day. I watched him talk to the air, watched his body wither away day by day, and yet
I was completely helpless. I prayed to every god and sought out every forbidden ritual, just to drive Lessing away, but I never imagined that what I brought back wasn't salvation. It was a deep curse.
At Elfie, I was one of the kids who went to the empty house. I always blamed myself. If that day I had stopped, then Emerald wouldn't have died. That moment, I still can't forget it.
Aunt Eleanor, Lina is my daughter. Since she was little, I warned her, never speak of Pandora, never go near it. Because I know what it is. I know how dangerous it is. I wasn't being strict. I was afraid. Afraid she would get hurt. But I also know curiosity can make people ignore danger. That is always my greatest fear.
In a quiet and remote town, there stands a strange, empty house with no entrance. The children secretly call it Pandora. The adults avoid talking about it and even strictly forbid anyone from going near it, making the house feel even more mysterious. One day, out of curiosity and impulse, Lila and her friend decide to enter this forbidden place. Inside, the house is very clean but shows no signs of anyone living there, as if time has stopped it. As they explore deeper, something that should not be opened is touched, and a series of strange and unexplainable events begin to happen. After they leave, everything seems to be over, but something has already changed inside them. The adults choose to stay silent, and the truth is buried. Years later, a forgotten memory comes back. Someone finally realizes that once a door is opened, it can never be closed again. Pandora's box is the kind of desire that only grows stronger when the more people are told not to touch it. In a small town, there was a horrifying legend. A group of curious teenagers, influenced by an outsider's excitement, ended up violating a long forbidden taboo. A bizarre ritual, unbearable suffering, and the disgusting truth shattered the innocent point of view of the children forever. In a remote town, there stood an abandoned house in the middle of the field. Whenever children mentioned the house, their parents would scold them harshly, sometimes even punish them. The peaceful days were eventually disrupted by a newcomer. Riley and his family had only recently moved to town, so naturally, they knew nothing about the local taboo.
Guys, have you heard about it? There's an abandoned house down by the field near the mountain. Everyone calls this house Pandora. Don't you want to check out?
Shh! Don't let anyone hear you. You just moved here. My parents said we should never go near that house. We shouldn't even talk about it.
It's just a house, right? Rockets. There might be a ghost or two. No big deal.
I really think we should. After all, you can guarantee nothing will happen.
Elfie, you're way too cowardly. Riley, I'll go with you.
I guess I will come too. If something happens, I have my phone and can call the police.
And so, the group agreed to meet outside the convenience store near the foot of the mountain. The people going were Elfie, Emerald, Jade, Harriet, and Lila. Jade was Emerald's younger sister. She kept insisting on going alone, completely unaware that this decision would change everything.
Sis, I can't wait already.
I can't believe you brought your little sister. Aren't there too many people?
Stop complaining. Jade, stay close to me and don't wander off. Let's go.
The moment those words were spoken, the group headed toward the house. Once they arrived, they realized the building didn't even have a front door. Riley noticed a cracked window nearby and kicked it open.
What kind of a crap house is this? It doesn't even have a door. Let's go through here.
It's freezing inside this place.
Looks like nobody's lived here for years. There's not even any furniture. Let's see if we can find the master bedroom.
After passing through the entrance hall, they reached a room deeper inside the house. Harriet walked in first. The moment she opened the door, she screamed and collapsed onto the floor.
There's someone standing there!
Lila looked carefully and realized it was only a wig hanging in front of a vanity mirror. She quickly helped Harriet back up.
No, it's not a person. It's just a wig hanging there.
Well, there's something like that here just to scare people. So childish.
Let's go sit in the living room for a bit. Harriet looks terrified.
The group helped Harriet into what looked like the living room. Then suddenly, a panicked voice echoes through the house.
Jade! Jade! Guys, my sister's gone.
The moment everyone stood up, a scream came from the staircase upstairs.
Sis!
Everyone rushed toward the stairs. Jade was sitting frozen at the second floor. There was another vanity mirror there, identical to the one downstairs. Another wig lay on the floor beside it, and it sprayed out like spilled blood.
Wait, this arrangement is exactly the same as downstairs. It feels like some kind of ritual formation.
Please stop looking at it. Can we just leave? I really don't feel okay.
Jade, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I saw her sitting there just now, but when I blinked, she disappeared.
Don't say stupid things. It's just a wig that fell over. Let's go home already.
Just as everyone was about to leave, Jade slowly stood up and walked toward the vanity.
Jade, what are you doing?
Sis, there are drawers here. I think there's something inside.
Don't touch it. Please don't open it.
The first drawer was opened, as if something sealed away for years had finally been released.
These are human fingernails and teeth.
Let's discuss it. Something's really wrong here.
There's a second drawer too. Open it. We are already here anyway.
Don't keep going. I really think something's wrong here.
It's a human hand.
At that moment, the air became unbearably heavy, as though some kind of condition had finally been fulfilled.
Enough. I'll do it.
Emerald, don't!
The third drawer was opened.
What? What did she see?
The drawer slammed shut. At that instant, time itself seemed to freeze. Then,
So, that's what it is. Emerald, what's wrong with you?
Emerald didn't answer. Her eyes became empty, as though something invisible had taken hold of her. Slowly, she raised the strand of her own hair to her mouth.
What is she doing? She eating her hair?
Hey, are you insane? Stop it.
No, she's not eating it. She's sucking it.
We need to leave, like right now.
They dragged the now unresponsive Emerald out of the house and fled in terror. But even after escaping, the suffocating pressure remained. It felt as though something had followed them out. When Emerald witnessed a scene she should have never seen.
You went there, didn't you? You went into that house?
Mom, we didn't know it would turn out like this.
By the time the adults arrived, everything had already descended into chaos. Fear and confusion filled the air, and nobody could explain what had really happened. My daughter, what happened to her? What did you guys do?
We just opened a drawer.
Which one?
All 3 drawers of the vanity.
The moment those words were spoken, every adult face turned pale. They changed uneasy looks, as if they had been confirming a truth nobody wanted to say aloud.
Why do none of you ever listen? Don't you know that years ago, another child?
Time rewound 10 years. A forgotten name, a memory nobody dare speak of, slowly came to mind.
Stop thinking about it. We've come this far, turning back now would be ridiculous. It's just a house. Even if something really is inside, I don't believe anything will happen. We'll just take a quick look and leave.
I really don't think this is right. The atmosphere here is too strange, too quiet. Nothing about this place feels normal. If it were just an ordinary house, the adults wouldn't react like this. We should go back. We still have time.
I want to leave, but I'm too scared to go alone. It feels like someone's watching us. But I can find where they are. Leo, are we really going inside?
Don't open it. Don't look. Don't go any further. This isn't something we should touch. You don't know what's inside or what will happen if you see it. We can handle this. Please stop now.
But some things, once started, can never be stopped. And for some choices, once you met them, there's no turning back. That day, Leon ceased to truly be himself. Because Leon opened all 3 drawers. Everything sealed within them was released. It was silently seeping into him.
Leon suffered the same fate as Emerald. The others left him behind in an empty house. He only had his grandmother, and she died from grief soon after. I never entered the house myself, but I knew they went inside, and I knew they saw something. After that day, Leon could never leave the house again. His soul remained trapped there to keep the ritual going on, so it would never disappear. Now, it's already too late.
What exactly are you talking about? What kind of place is that?
That's no ordinary house. It was built to contain the remains of a ritual. Long ago, there was a family that treated their daughters as materials for the ritual. Starting at the age of 10, the girls were forced to leave behind their fingernails and teeth inside a vanity drawer, piece by piece. Eventually, even parts of their bodies were placed inside. And the 3rd drawer, it didn't contain an object. It contained proof that the ritual had been completed.
Then, what happened to the people who see it?
They don't die, but they never truly come back either. Their souls remain trapped there.
A few days later, Gladys took Emerald away. No one ever saw her again.
years passed by. Time seemed to deliberately avoid that nightmare, which allowed life to appear normal once more. The house still stood there, but no one dared the portrait anymore.
I used to think it was only a legend until the dream started. Mom, am I still not good enough? Have I still failed to meet your expectations? I feel incomplete, like something is still missing. If you can, please tell me what I should do.
You already done wonderfully. You are closer to last place than anyone else. But true completion still requires one final understanding, one's final devotion. You must too surrender yourself completely. Then I can send you to paradise. Once the final ritual is complete, you will finally be free from suffering, and afterward, I will be able to join you there.
But if I disappear from this world, if I stop becoming who I used to be, will you still remember me? Will you still call my name? Or will I simply become another thing left behind?
Names will never mean to be remembered by the world. They only talk us. You don't need the world to remember you. You only need me to remember you. Because from the very beginning, you belonged only to paradise.
I understand now. I don't need to fear anymore. I don't need to doubt anymore. As long as I follow your instructions, I can complete everything and reach a place without pain, a place of eternal happiness. Then I'll give myself to you until the very end and meet you there.
Good, that's right. Don't recede, don't fear, don't look back, don't think. The moment you let go of everything, the door will open, and I will finally be able to reach paradise.
In the end, Winifred had been a sacrifice offered by her own mother, Agnes. As long as Winifred continued the ritual of human sacrifice and ensured it were never forgotten, she believed she could ascend directly into paradise. At the same time, Lila unexpectedly received a letter.
I left the town and believed everything was over. Until one day, I received a letter.
Lila, by the time you read this letter, I will probably already be gone. You were always the most sensible among all the children, so I choose to leave this letter to you. Over the years, I traveled everywhere with Emerald, searching for a way to cure her, but I failed every time. I have been watching her all this time. She's still alive, yet she is no longer my daughter. Every day, she just sits there, repeating the same motion over and over again, just like that person back then. I finally understand now. It was never a curse. It was a position. When someone sees the third drawer, someone else will be left behind to take its place. I once heard Pandora mention the Emerald's nightmares, along with something about a note. From this, I can only assume that inside the third drawer, there is probably a note with the name Pandora written on it, or something similar. In any case, I have already made my choice. This time, she will never be alone. Do not come back. Never search for that house again. Gladys. Positive beliefs can help people move forward with hope and determination, while obsessive beliefs can drive people toward extreme actions. Countless tragedies are born from twisted convictions, and those tragedies linger like restless spirit, wandering until they find the next substitute victim. This house called Pandora is like Pandora's box. It was never truly locked. It has simply been waiting for the next person to open it.